Alright, I think we've got both streaming and recording going on right now. How is my CPU hanging in there? Memory is at a cool 60%, 66% usage. GPU is at a good 66% usage. Wi-Fi is half. CPU is 18%. Seems like we're going to be just a-okay. Let me pause. Let's see. How do I own sound? I sound fine. And the background audio is like not too loud. Okay. Crap. Where is my thing to share? I need to share something. I don't know why it's not embedding when I do that, but whatever. Does my OBS have chat? No, it don't. Wait, can you see that little red box in the corner of the video? No, you can't. It's fine. Okay. So, I guess I should not be on the default profile. I probably should be using the Lazy Comet profile. Nope. And... oh, wait, no. I'm not going to use this profile because this profile is kind of fucked up at the moment. We're not going to do that. We're going to the workshop. No, it's not a workshop. It's a mod. It's a mod. It's a... no, that's a funny one. We want... campaign mod, or is it campaign under workshop? No, it was under campaign, but they're mods. It's weird like that. Where is master mode? Where'd they put it? Here we go. Subscribing to master mode. Look at that, and it's master mode. Let's give it a crack. Gotta love classic. It's a classic master mode. Just one road short. So you can. That's really funny. Let's make the first part the hard part. So we can just do that, and then for this one, let's just make a classic tipping tower kind of thing. Well, that wasn't great. He's not doing what I want him to do, so let's get the center of mass shifted way over to the left, no, to the right. We're getting close. I mean, have faith. Have some faith. Could put, yeah, I'll just put a piece of wood right there. That'll add some weight. When it tips over, it'll fall over. I should say, when it starts to tip, that'll bias it more towards falling over. There we go. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me about this stuff sometimes, man. Alright, a bit too steep. I think we're finally there. Look at that. I can see that I did not pick the easiest path forwards. So this is a bit of an experimental stream today, kind of. Because not only am I streaming, I am also recording locally, and I've also split up the audio in a weird way to where I have a playlist of the Polybridge 3 OST that is playing, but I can't hear it, but it's playing for you guys, so you actually have background music, because I don't want that when I edit. I also have my own voice on a different audio track that I can cut out. And then I have the game sounds on their own audio track, which I'm going to then use for my own video. And that's the game plan. So hopefully you should be hearing game sounds, my voice, and the background music. I see somebody else. What is he doing? Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Alright, I guess... How much budget do I really have to play around with? Because I think I might be running kind of low getting up to that guy. Yeah, budget is getting really tight. Over budget, but does that work? Mostly. Let that break. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can get this to work. We just gotta definitely just... save a lot of budget on this one. And now we can probably do some fun stuff like... Come on, just like, I got you. You need to bounce correctly. You're not bouncing correctly. Not ideal. That might be workable. Wow, he is just very, very bouncy. Okay. I like that. We just gotta make it not break. Your hat is not tall enough to avoid that. Okay. That works too. We can do better. I don't think we need that piece. No, I guess we did. Yeah, this is your classic Master Mode moment of just... Let's add some fun shit to the mix. As usual, be a good person and share to the gallery. Everyone needs to see what your work is. Budgeted higher. I get steel hydraulics in the hydraulic phase, but the sheep can't figure out how to operate the gear shift in the golf cart. Hold! Hey. Golf carts... Okay, I was thinking electric golf carts. There are gas golf carts, but like this is an electric one, obviously. I mean, come on, guys. So he doesn't go, does he? Yeah, speed 0. So I effectively only have like 3 roads. I kind of wonder... if I can just yank them real hard. Because if you remember, we have unlimited hydraulics, so if we just add lots of little hydraulics, we get a very hard pull. I don't want it affected that. Don't do that. Oh, yeah, we can absolutely do that. Come on, we can make this work. We can absolutely make this work. We just need to get the angle right. I have all these hydraulics in my way. This is not helping me out. Okay, get out of the way. You know what, fine. We just go full steep, full send. Okay, that was not quite the thing I wanted it to do. God, that is so close. That is so close. It's also very funny. I'm just enthused to no end about this. Nope, it seemed to work better like that. No, it definitely needs to be more up. We can definitely go a little bit further, but I guess being on grid is not being kind to me. Let's go off grid, I guess. Finally get some fine control. We're slipping off the back of the taxi. We need to... That was worse. That was much worse. What if it was bigger? Nope, that's worse. What if it was just lower from the start? The difficulty seems to be just fine. The thing is, I already know most of the tricks for this kind of stuff. Okay, that's just not a good idea right there. I'll just get, yeah, we're on this level now. Less chance for stuff to zigzag and get out of the way. Oh my god, what is this? How am I that far off? I need to hold those pieces up, I forgot about that. Listen, Hydro Rope is funny. Wow, that is, like, remarkably less power than before. Yeah, it's odd that it's less power. Which is interesting. This was the better rope. Because that really got close. I guess maybe just keep the angle flat? No, it really did like going uphill like that. Oh, you know, I think it needs to be more flat for more of the time. Yeah, it's just this joint. No, yeah, it definitely needs to be more flat. With it being more flat, I can get more of a pull and then just have it jump up at the end. So... I guess kind of like that. Of course doesn't like those things in the way there. I'm glad you agree Hydro Rope is funny. Because it is. It's like I'm remembering last season of Master Mode and being like, oh yeah, the Hydro Rope, I can do something with that. Just get out of the way, alright? There we go. We're gonna get this. Okay, like, I swear, like, that was, like, it was so close to working, and then it's just not. actually, let's go back to this, right? This was the good one. We're going to save a copy of this. And then we're going to go and delete the entire jump. And we're going to just do a gradual like that. Yeah, that's going to be much better, I think. You've got to be kidding me. Alright. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. You can't make this stuff up sometimes. Well, actually, you can't, because I just did. But, like, hydraulic rope is just so funny. Like the classic. On the rocks. Budget is doubled. The van. Okay. This is just classic master mode. What is it going to be? 50 pounds? 50 polygrams? 25? 40. Non-standard number. Just your standard build a good bridge. Oh, we only have regular materials, huh? That's gonna be interesting. Because I'm pretty sure this is just gonna fail immediately. Yeah. Now, my thought to this is to actually completely flip the script on this. That is the wrong material. And we're just going to... Yeah, if it's making that thing buckle, if we can get this thing to rest on ground. Like, can you withhold the weight? Okay. So it seems like a muscle can hold up some of it, but then that was failing, which is going to be a problem. Okay, so resting on the ground is not going to be a good way to get rid of stress. Definitely... Road is stronger in compression, so I definitely want to, like, arch the road a little bit. That way it takes out some of the force. Right, you're pathetic and weak. Hello, tiny penguin. How are you doing? it is just falling apart. That's not going to add any strength. No, it did not. Man, okay, so arching it's not helping very much. Because, like, really all we need to do is we need to get half of this bridge to work. I wonder if this is kind of like trying to force, like, a road-only design, because roads was stronger than wood. Yeah, don't give me any hints about this. That's half the fun of Master Mode. It's just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Nah, that's still under a lot of compression. Plus this is heavy. Well, no, that can be wood. No, this can be road because there's like nothing to support this. Under tension. So do we just make that a whole big muscle? Okay, now that's failing under tension. You're failing under tension, I suppose, as well. Yeah, it's not long enough for road. I guess for me, then, what I would do is I'd build down to, like, down here, and I'd guess, like, try and support the middle with, like, a web of road. Helps a bit. Looking like road. Like road supports with like wooden webbing to hold everything in place. Which is weird. That's kind of stressing out. Yeah, it's not liking that. Yeah, the weight's getting a little bit high now. Support some of the weight? Nah. That's failing under that. Oh, man. Just more webbing? No, that's just... Yeah, it's too heavy. Is this guy not... Okay, it's better. Do we need this whole thing over here? We kind of did. Okay. We've got half of it. Only took 27 attempts. So, all we gotta do is just mirror this. Mostly. Okay, that does kind of reach. Okay, nice. Care to explain that one? I don't get why that's like... We had half of it. I'm sorry, what? You don't like being joined together? That's just too much? That makes no sense. Really? That gave out. Interesting. I'm assuming I gotta put that piece in there and then... Nah, I can use wood there. Now, is this just not sitting correctly? Nope, there it is. Wow, alright. I'm shocked that works. Like, what? Really? It was just that easy? Alright. Well, on to the next one, I guess. Industrial metal. The budget is higher, but... taking the Trig class on a field trip. Wow, you really did sign in this narrow of a build space? Wow. Now, how tall even is the bus? The bus is about yay big, and I mean, gotta get to basically there. So, that's not too bad, I don't think. But yeah. No, that's not quite right. We need to go deeper. That should hopefully catch that. That should hopefully be a good enough sine wave. See you later, tiny penguin. Enjoy your lunch. Alright, we're over budget, but I just want to see if we can have the right shape at all. Kind of. It's a second limo? Oh god. But the ass end does kick out quite far. So I could probably pull these back a little bit, honestly. Yeah. Alright. That should definitely get the start, right? If it held up. Oh, yeah, okay, so... Do I even need to go up that high? Really? It seems like I might not have to go up that high. Yeah, you can go pretty low, actually. Okay, gotta go at least that high, but that means I can definitely clean up the slope a little bit. Yeah, that's good enough slope, I guess. No, I'm gonna need more in the bottom to smooth out, because I can just fudge the end. That's too much. That's probably not needed. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, how it's a second limo. Too steep. It seems like I magically found the right solution the first time. It's just not having a great time going up this slope. Well, I also I probably need to come down this far. Guess. Is that gettable? Doesn't seem gettable to me. Not quite. How about I have a hole there? That was not what I wanted to have happen, but... yeah, no, that's not good. Okay. We need to definitely, like, just go way more extreme. Like, we need a much gentler slope out of here. Like, this is a pretty rough transition. But, like, that's kind of what we need. Wow, and that's still not even shallow enough. Oh, hello, Iskall. Yeah, it is close. Seems like I need to bump up this part. No, that's not good. That's a much better slope. Like, it's just barely there. Road is still a material? I don't know what you're talking about. Can I move, like, everything over by a click? It wasn't happy about it. Really not happy about it. Wonder why. Okay, so high centering out here did slow us down, which is a good thing. It means I can definitely go way steeper like this. And then get really shallow at the end. Alright, that is good progress, because that's fixable. Because we can just do the classic No, this is GG. That right there is GG. Oh, no, that's over budget. Still over budget. Still over budget. Okay, so we need to... bet you we can probably get rid of that thing. Do we even need that? Probably not. No, we do need some of it. How about that much? Well, nearly. That's not what I wanted to have happen. My question is, can I shrink this down a little bit to get more budget? That piece seems a little unhappy right there. Yeah, so we're gonna just click that over like that. That should definitely help a little bit. Still very stressed out. But yeah, now we just... Fantastic. I cannot believe how clean that looks. I'm not that kind of a player. Oh, that's a neat emote. What'd you get? What? Oh, praise the sun. Love it. Alright. Let's get a better replay of this. I really don't like this cross member thing here. It makes me just gag internally. Like, this entire thing can be redone with less pieces. Like, nope, you are still gonna get that. I guess we did need that many pieces. That seems a little bit cheaper. Alright, it's not happy though. Yeah, I guess we gotta do that fucking cross member piece. I don't like how it looks, but we're gonna keep it. Yeah, it sucks, but what are you gonna do about it? Actually, I think, like, this angle would look better for a replay. Gotta make a good replay. I'm probably gonna have to come through at the end and, like, after all of this recording session is done, come through and record the actual solutions on their own time, just so I can actually frame them and everything on without having to, like, deal with, like, remembering to turn off the stress view and that kind of shit. Mixed materials, no help, but you blew up the rock. Your wood and steel is from AliExpress and it's flexible. Cool. Nice. You played Polybridge 1 and 2? Yeah. I've played Polybridge 1 and 2. You could say that. I've played a lot of Polybridge 2. Like, my Steam hours on Polybridge 2 is something like 1,000. It's a bit less on Polybridge 1. Actually, what is the exact number? Polybridge 1 has 402 hours and some change. Polybridge 2 has 1,221 hours and 0.2 hours. I don't know how many minutes that is. Probably easily divisible, but I'm not doing the math right now. Polybridge 3, believe it or not, only has 335 hours. I have more hours in Polybridge 1, despite doing more in Polybridge 3. That's just kind of how it works. Also, just rope bridge. Alright, guys. Alright. I remember there were some really funky things you could do with this stuff. At the very least, we're basically playing tension. Yeah, probably can do that. 35 work weeks, love it. Iskall, you want to know something kind of funny? You want to know how many, guess what my completion status is for the main campaign. Just give me a guess. Oh, I'm very unhappy. In Polybridge 3. Like, do you think I've beaten it? We're over budget, but I don't care at the moment. Does this work? Yes, it does. Nothing is too stressed. We can probably shave that down. Those were unhappy, but we can put them back to steel, no problem. Still over budget, but we're working on it. Probably can get this all the way down like that. Yeah, no, that was easy. That's fine. You now played 3 with 300 hours, you 200. Yeah. See, I'd say with my 300 hours on my okay, so the default profile is not an actual accurate representation of my completion status in the game. Mainly because I used the command to unlock all worlds, the dev console command, and then proceeded to then not beat the levels after they got updated and shuffled around a few times. So my actual, like, playing the game legitimately file, I think is only somewhere around, like, 3 sheep. Like, not even, like, I think I got through most of 2 sheep and stopped. I think I can make this a little bit cheaper. Yeah. Nice. Oh, we have checkpoints. Yeah. The Model T is fast. The budget is nice. There it is. Unlimited steel, springs, but 2 loops. No, I don't remember this weekly at all, dude. You expect me to remember the weeklies? Which, from what? Polybridge 2 or Polybridge 3? This kind of looks like the weekly from Polybridge 2, where you had a thing in the middle. I don't pay much attention to the Polybridge 3 weeklies, I'll be honest. Like, I just try and beat them before I forget about it. Yeah, Iskall, this is not the main campaign, by the way. This is Master Mode. This is the tough shit hard levels for insane people. And it's ramping its way up. But luckily, like, how fast are you actually? 15 meters a second. Okay, you're quick. Like, how quick are we? Oh, we are quick. Model T with buggy stats. Here's what my thought process was. I'm doing this full-on cushioning method. We've got $69,420. We're doing this the fun way. We're gonna go up, and we are going to run into a spring and fall back down. If it, would stay upright, that is. Okay, this has a pretty good chance of working. Very springy, but we'll take that. So sheep is how the difficulty is measured. It used to be stars, but that was kind of confusing considering that there's also the things that are checkpoints, and so that's just sliding like that. There we go. That's not sliding anymore. Okay, that crushed. And that buckled and fell over. Nice. How... we're going to have to do some shit on this side, too. I think this one I'll just probably do as 3 and then 4. But for this one, I think if I put one more road and knock it backwards onto the rock. Oops, it's falling over. You're not supposed to go that way. I'm surprised it stayed upright. We're gonna roll with that and keep it. All right. We're taking that. We're gonna take that and run with it. map. Click it over by a little bit. My gut tells me that should be close. Would really like... That's gonna be a very hard transition right there. Well, let's at least see if we have enough speed to get up that. Honestly, the way this level is laid out feels very much like Looper Rising. Okay, he did not have enough speed for that. We need to get a little bit tighter. That's a very, very tight loop. Hopefully that keeps it... We ran into that piece. We need to keep wheels in contact with the ground at all times. You know, maybe doing a loop is not the right call. My thought now is instead, if I have a platform that he lands on, that I just use springs to take all the energy out of it. Just jump up and flip over backwards. Alright, so stop moving like that, and then start going forwards. Alright, more springs. We should be golden. Alright, a backstop, and that should be good. That was a weak jump. My goodness. Nope, jump still awful. Oh boy. I think I just need this to be sturdy. This part just needs to not move. This part can move, this part can't. Oh, also Viscal, thank you for the follow. I didn't hear it come in because I'm not using Streamlabs OBS. I'm using OBS to record because I didn't set up Streamlabs OBS to record correctly today. Well, that broke everything. Actually reminds me. Oh, hooray, it looped. Good. I have the background audio playing on loop. Okay, why is it just? Just not liking that jump. Do I have like less height? Do I have more clearance now? You know what? We can make that a spring. If we can make that a spring, it can just bounce. Not what I had in mind. That was remarkably worse. I don't think that's going to be enough room to get through, but I want to try it. Certainly not. What if we just have a big jump? More height? Is that good? I mean... that might work. If it fit through the hole. Alright, see you later, tiny penguin. Alright, we'll take it, but I'm pretty sure we can get rid of that, because it didn't ever hit the... Fantastic. You know, we have follow cam. Yeah, I kind of thought so. We're on 7. There's like, what, only 10 in World 1? We're making pretty good progress at this rate. No extra help, but under and over plane. Neat. Alright, so we're just making trapdoors, I guess. Turn off that. Alright, it's not very stable at the moment because of things. Now it should be stable. And it is pretty stable. But now we need to do the overpath. And we could do a fancy trapdoor. We could also just do the lame trapdoor, and I'm kind of here for the lame trapdoor right now. The lame trapdoor, by the way, is the just drop the damn thing off the back of the truck. Come on, reach. Fine. We'll play it your way. That's not what I wanted at all. And none of those reached where I want them to be. Well, we're over budget, but this should be pretty easy to shave down. Oh yeah, he just gets up there easy. Okay. Don't need that piece, obviously. Thinking this thing can probably come down in price. Still over budget. Okay, fine. If you're gonna break, just get rid of that. Nice. Now to shave. It's easy as that. I like that people are trying to... Are there really going to be RCE stuff in the gallery? Is there really? I really don't think so. I don't think RCE ever played. I don't think he ever did Master Mode. No. Someone's still putting propaganda in there for him. Cannot believe it. Okay. 8. Budget is higher. Steamboat is speeding. You get infinite steel, but through the boat. Okay, so this is just... Actually, I probably do want steel on this. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do, like... bias it towards opening. I said bias it towards opening. Okay, it's not having enough slack. Kind of what I want, but I want it to not fall over until like I'm ready for it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. It's very chaotic with these pieces of steel like that. Yeah, it's gonna be odd. It's gonna be awkward. Oh, that reaches. Nice. I wonder if I could just... and then just do something... Yeah, I like that. I like how that's gonna look. Right, because it's not... It needs to be equivalent thing with like thing like this, and now it's a parallel linkage. But really, it needs like... something on this side for this one. Is the boat that's getting it? No, the boat's long gone. I'm surprised it's just falling apart like that. Really? Like, this should be kind of neat. Is it doing it like that? I mean, this kind of worked. But I guess if I put like really tall thing with... No, it's gonna need to be something just like combat that with steel like that. That should just fall over. And it swings wildly, though. Like, just catch it earlier? No, it just snaps. It's so crazy how that just, like, that force is just a massive sudden impact. Let's, I guess, try something else. Like, if I did, like, a balanced spin type thing. No, I don't think making it spin and be balanced is going to be the thing to do. I think what I want is maybe something like this that'll just tip over when the car goes on it because it's heavy. And so I would just need a thing there to prevent it from going too far, and then a thing there to prevent it from tipping the other way around. And of course, it just immediately destroys itself. Really? That's kind of what I wanted, but I don't know why it's breaking so easily. Alright, cool. We can work with that. Okay, so if I just take everything here down. You know, what am I thinking? Why did I think to make a jump? Why am I doing this complicated thing? Making a jump is absolutely the way we should have done this. But here we are. Maybe I'll settle into a state that I want. Not quite. Just extend it out a little bit longer. Just the amount of force that just explodes out of nowhere. Oh, it rotated much too far. It's rotating much too far is what it is. That's because I moved that up, which is why. Okay. Better. We caught it. We just got that one break to worry about, and then we're good. Just adding steel kind of biased it in my favor. Nope, did not like that at all. Sure, I'll take it. I may have overthought this one a little bit. See the gallery? Yeah, I kind of overthought this one a little bit. I overthought this one a lot a bit. Okay, what the hell is that? Yeah, I just did not. Did I save my thing to the gallery? No, I'll do it again. Okay, Rockstar. Got 2 more levels left. Budget is higher. No rock. Stars in the river. Oh, we fucking putting this on its head. Are we putting this guy... Or we have to just get really goddamn close. Let's hope we have to get really goddamn close. I know this is not going to work, but... Yeah, he just sliding. Go away, Dev Console. Lower down so we don't frickin' smash the roof to pieces. Alright. Just don't break it. We're good. That seems too tight. That might work, though. Well, that was easy. I don't think we need that piece. Let me see if I can treat that a little bit. Okay, go for gold. No help. Have no steel. Vehicles are on neutral mode. What the hell does that mean? Oh. They just don't go. That's such a very slow... I really hope that there's enough momentum to go back up the hill. It wibble wobbled, but we'll just do that, and it won't do that anymore. Nice, okay. I think we have to just do like a road chain that just drags off the edge. Kinda, I think. It was not very happy about something or other. Oh! That was just barely. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Don't do that. I think less road things here would be better. I guess less pieces are better. Just so close. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ah, okay. No, I'm not going to play anymore tonight. I've had enough. We're one world for one stream is good enough for me. So I'm going to stop